Number 11. Number 11. 2 number 1s. That is like me cloned, because I'm number 1. It's true. My mom loves me, and she listens to the Halloween countdown, which this is number 11. And I will see you on the other side.
Listen to them. The children of the night. What music they make.
Alive! It's alive! It's alive!
I got news for you, pal. You ain't leading but 2 things right now. Jack and shit. Jack left town.
Okay, go flip you. Do what? Flip you. This is real. Y'all think us folks from the country's real funny like, don't you? Jerry, no! Hello from you, Ma! Man, Mr. Britt, I've got to give me some education, Jerry. You ass.
Death is a bitch.
What's up, y'all? This is Dynamo Mars. Today I am going to talk about the 2014 theatrical release, Annabelle. For those in the know, I think that dolls are pretty fucking creepy, and it is a easy job for someone to scare me with a doll. My auntie used to have a doll that it was like a porcelain doll that just stood in the corner and stared at you. It was an old woman. It was it was smaller than a child, but bigger than like an average doll, and it would scare the fucking hell out of me. So I don't dig on dolls. This is film Annabelle is the origin of the doll that was used prominently in James Wan's very spooky haunted house joint, The Conjuring. This we get a Marvel's comic style origin of how this doll became to be bonded with a demon. The origin of Annabelle is pretty fucking great. It takes up the first 30 minutes or so of the flick. In the initial, the actual nuts and bolts of the origin is pretty intense, like the way it comes to be and what happens. And I don't think I've ever seen anything exactly like that. I've seen the object being bled on and being, fulfilling the circle of the ritual, and this makes the demon happen before. But I thought that this was a cool snapshot of the time and very smart usage of like what was going on when the story was happening. It was directed by John Leonetti, I think is how you say his name, who's the cinematographer on all those movies, the 2 Insidious films, The Conjuring. And it looks like those, which is a plus because those are good-looking movies. It had 2 super fucking, I was thinking about it as I turned off my lights that night, scenes. Not counting the 2 that were really spooky jump scare things that were spoiled in the trailer. So that's good. And these were really spooky scenes with great practical effects. But here's the thing. Other than that, it was all pretty dull. Like, the 2 main characters didn't really have any chemistry. There was a 3rd important character added. Pardon me. Sniffle for the working man. There was a 3rd important character added that was really just like to tie up the story, I think. She just kind of milled around and bobbed around and was, there for all the exposition and explanation that this housewife, this really dull milquetoast housewife, couldn't get herself. The star of this movie is the fucking baby. I don't know that I've seen a more expressionate, adorable baby in a horror film. And the directing, the failure of the directing can be really placed at the feet of this beautiful baby, because if you could not make me care for this baby being in jeopardy, you can't. You need to like go back to Hitchcock school, I guess, and try to study some suspense, because this movie totally lacks suspense. though that some of the setups were very relatable and could have been very scary, they would just handle in a very particular way. I am going to say Annabelle is a tepid trick. Is that how we do that? I don't remember. I know that we have an on the fence trick. It looks good. It definitely has some scares. I would not shell out the $7 for it. We'll just call it a trick to make things easier on you. Don't waste $8 on this. Maybe when it comes on cable. Maybe when it's free. But at any rate, I'll see you cats and kittens tomorrow. Happy Halloween.